What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today I'm bringing this video to you guys on about the Hits Void 11 floor. Yes, let's try to do it, and I'm gonna tell you, the important details about this while we are fighting against it. So this is my core team: Fire Zeta, 5 Blavatsky, 5 Spiegel, and Water Valkyrza. Okay, in the Hits Void, it's really better to have the stronger element on your side, so you can actually deal a lot more damage, and you can gain very important perks. Okay, so right over here we can see that our DPS 7 is the Fire Zeta, which is really not actually advisable. Why? Because defense ignoring DPS 7s are really bad for its void. Okay, why? Because during this shield mode, okay, that's one he is in right now. He actually activate this while he is at its 75% of max HP, and the another one is at 35% of his max HP. So for the duration of, or like 2 times, for the duration of this blue bar that's below the white bar or orange bar, right? He is gonna keep it for himself, right? And then when the bar actually depletes to 0, then he's gonna deal a massive amount of damage, like it will implode, right? But the thing is that my Fire Zeta is actually so strong that he can actually make that barrier go down just with her first and second skill. Okay, his first and second skill. So that's why I'm actually using my Fire Zeta for right now. But if you have defense ignoring 7s, then it's really not a good advice for you guys to take your defense ignoring 7s, because defense ignoring combo skill cannot crit. Okay, because during that shielding period, you need to make sure that you only hit with the critical damage, and the defense ignoring type of damage are considered to be the pure damage. They are not critical damage. Okay, they cannot hit critical damage because they cannot crit at all, so that's gonna be a very big problem. Okay, and one best thing about this dungeon is that, like, you will be getting a lot of necklace and rings, only necklace and rings, and most of them are like 6 stars. Okay, and they really sell for a lot of gold. Okay, if you guys are really thinking of farming for a lot of gold, this is actually a very good way to do it. I mean, just look at that gold. Okay, that's a lot of gold right in there. And yes, I'm gonna sell it right now, because for the necklace, the best stat for it is only speed stat as the primary stat, but that attack plus 40 is really not good. Okay, so I'm gonna sell it. 22,800 something is already mine, so that is so cool, guys. And looking into the details of the its dungeon, right? I mean, like its its skills. Recovery: attempts to recover when HP reaches at 75% and 35%, just like I told before, and the thing that you witnessed in the video, right? So during that time, you will only take critical damage, meaning like this guy is only gonna take the critical damage. That's why the combo skill of Fire Zeta is gonna be a waste. His damage is gonna deal 0 damage. Okay, even though he has a really high damage output in the normal case scenario, he's only gonna deal 0 damage because the defense ignoring combo skill cannot crit. Okay, it just cannot crit. It's a pure damage, so that's out of question. I just put him because like his first skill and his second skills are actually pretty good, pretty awesome to bring that shield down, so that's why I use him, or else it's gonna be a disaster. What kind of disaster is it? As it's successful recovery, meaning like if he's the blue bar, remember, below the orange bar, if it goes to 0, I mean like the waiting period is over, you deal a great amount of damage to everyone. It's an AoE damage. Okay, so that's gonna really hurt really bad, and gain immunity against damage over time and ignore defense. Wow, that is so that is so bad for you guys. That's really bad for you. And when it comes to the wheel of anti-use, what happens like, if the damage you take is of an element advantage, right now I really don't have much of element advantage with my DPS 7, which is Fire Zeta. If it was like Water Zeta, then that would have been better, right? And the thing is that you will receive damage over time, meaning this guy is gonna be receiving the DOT. Okay, so that is pretty good, right? For a dungeon boss to receive a DOT, that's always good. And if the damage you take is of weaker element, let's say I use my instead of Fire Zeta, I'm actually using my this guy. Okay, what will happen? due to the weaker element affinity, right, what happens that like you will be healed instead, okay? Instead of being damaged, this forest a Halil, she is actually gonna heal the Heid, okay? So that is pretty bad, okay? That is pretty bad. It's really not a good idea to use a servant of the weaker element, okay, because of this thing. And if the damage you take is like if it is of an equal element, meaning like let's say the fire Jita versus the fire Heid, so nothing's gonna happen, okay? You will not receive damage over time. Nothing is really gonna happen. It's gonna be a normal, but you guys will actually have a lot more advantage if you have elemental advantage over your opponent, okay, in the Heid's dungeon, okay? So that's how it is. Anyways, let's look into his gears. So this is the weapon, this is the shirt, this is the pants, this is the necklace. You guys can actually pause the video in order to get a better glance or a better view at the gears primary stat and, you know, second additional stats, okay? So looking at the skill level, I mean like my fire Jita is maxed skilled out, okay? So that's pretty good. I mean like he's also like second level of transcendence but fifth level of awakening, so that's pretty good. And my fire Spiegel, there's the weapon, this is the shirt, this is the pants, this is the gloves, helmet, shoes, okay? And you can see that like nearly, okay, all the skills are pretty much maxed out, nearly maxed out. And then you can observe that like all gears are chain gears, because it will really help me to combo the skill, okay, to chain the skill, chain the combo skill, so that it's gonna it's gonna trigger more combo and then more damage can be dealt. Unlike Omen, the Heid does not count the skill counter, okay? So it's okay. I don't know, like you can spam as much as skill as you want. You really don't need to be very cautious about that one, okay? And the next one is the my water Valkyria or Camilla, and then you can see that like I have not even fed any sort of skill bond to her yet. Her skills are pretty much at basic level, and she's of second awakening stage. And this is the attack, I mean like the weapon, this is the iron shirt, this is the pants and gloves, helmet, shoes, alright? So that's pretty much it, and she can actually tank a lot of damage. That's why she's so good, guys. She's so good, okay? And this one right over here is for my fire Blavatsky. The main reason for putting her into my team is to give that 100% attack boost to fire Zeta, okay? Even though yes, he is really good at, you know, inflicting that DOT skill, so that's pretty good, right? But in Heid's dungeon things are pretty chaotic, okay? I mean like they are pretty fast, they're pretty fast. So if you guys want to get a more better view, please do pause, okay? Please do pause and see that. And you can see that like all the skills of my fire Blavatsky are actually maxed out, okay? So that's pretty much it. Seems like that is it, okay? So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel, and please leave your views and opinions in the comment section below. What is your Heid's team, okay? Heid dungeon team, what is your team? And please do consider donating to this channel to help this channel grow, and see you guys in the next video.